There we go. Now we're off mute. Dun, dun, dun. Pittsburgh, what up? What up, Pittsburgh? Bishop, what's going on, my brother? Huddle Cards, what's happening? Romans, Sports Card, what's up? Sam, what's going on, my man? Global Sports Card Investor is in the house. Huddle Cards is in the house. What's going on, everybody? Marvel is in the house. Want to talk a little Marvel card? I'm going to show you guys something in a little bit here. Don't really know what's going on here. What's happening? What's up, everybody? Little bit of an impromptu kind of thing that we're doing here. Really didn't have much planned. However, shout out to my brother. He just gave me this camera, and I wanted to test it out. So I've been messing with like settings and what have you. And then also wanted to test out. He also gave me this really dope light that I wanted to test out also. So I got a new light. I got a big old softbox just over there. You can see it in my glare. My glasses, it's over there. So we got that going on. It says my connection is unstable. If I'm on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm actually on I'm on a hard line, which is odd. Okay, it tells me my connection's good now. So we should be good. Ink Paper Wax Collector. That's a dope name. That's a dope name. E-Love, what's up, champ? Are we still lagging or are we good? I am doing this on StreamYard, so it might be a little. I might have a bit of a lag, but shouldn't be too much. Yeah, lag should be good now because I'm up and connected now. Tim Spivey, what's up, my man? Welcome. Yeah, here we go again with the connection. I'm having some connection issues. That's not good. Why am I having connection issues? Here's what I'm going to do. So we got a lot of things that are going on right now. And luckily for me, I have the ability to turn off connections to multiple devices when I can pause devices. So some of you guys are saying we're good. Some of you others of you are saying we're bad. So I'm gonna pause some. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm knocking out internet to some of the other devices in our house that tend to take up a lot of bandwidth. So hopefully that helps. I don't know why we're having such a bad connection here. Whoa. All right. So it seems like everybody's. I should be back on. Connection is unstable. If you're, see, he keeps telling me that my connection's unstable, but it seems like we're good. Yeah. So you guys can see. You should be able to see kind of more of my, like before it was like that. That's kind of what you saw, like on the on the edges. But now it should be. Now we're pulled out a little bit more, so you see a little bit more in the background. Now, long term, what I would like to do it's kind of set this up a little bit better with some better lighting and stuff like that, with some better stuff on the walls or more space. Or um, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to do something different. I just don't know what. I don't know what. Yeah, we got Grogu chilling in the background over there, and then I got Gary Payton rookie chilling in the background. I gotta find a better spot for this. There we go. We'll move Rodman because I'm not a very big Rodman fan. There we go. Much better. Much better. So one of the things that I want to try to do, because I've been not the best at I haven't been the best at grabbing my information as I need it. Now somebody said that PSA made a post on the 24th, which I don't see it. There was like supposed to be like a Thanksgiving post, but I don't see it. Let me see here. All right. All right. Can you guys see me okay? Can y'all hear me okay? Can I just get like a mic check and everybody can see everything okay? Everything good? Because I'm not getting. Everything's looking good on my end. Hopefully it's looking good on y'all's end as well. So one of the things that I've been trying to do, or I've been trying to be a little bit better about, is let's hide that for a second, is pulling the weekly data on time. Now usually I try to pull it on Sunday nights, given the idea that it's not that it should be updated at that point. All right. Okay, good. So everybody seems to be okay as far as the video and the audio. So I'm just going to assume that is okay now. So today is the 28th. So we're gonna bring in the data for this week on the 28th real quick while we're hanging out. So I'm pretty excited about this new setup because because it's a what is a DSLR camera, which is a little bit better, a little crisper quality. But more importantly, I'm not going through a video rendering thing. I'm going through like the straight from the USB, so it's getting raw data. It's not being converted, which I think that was a problem with my other one. It was kind of laggy, kind of grainy. It was like kind of weird looking. But this one turned out a lot better, so I'm pretty excited about this. And the lighting obviously is better. I just need to do something about, or not do something about, but like just update what's behind me a little better, which I plan on doing. So Marvel said, did you ever submit your Marvel cards that week after? I have not. And the reason why I haven't is because let me see, where are my, oh, here it is. Because I've been waiting on a couple of cards that came in. And then which I'm glad I did, because I've been waiting on, I'm gonna show you. So this one I ripped, I cracked out of a HGA HGA slab. So I was kind of waiting to see what I was going to do about that, and then I got a couple of other stuff that I needed to that I needed to do. So I haven't sent out anything yet on those. And because I'm going to send out a couple other cards, I've also decided to not send as many Marvel cards. So I'm gonna do another reveal video whenever I get to doing that. Bishop says, does anyone know where the next big card show is and where it's located? I have no idea. You guys know I have yet to go to a card show. I have yet to go to a card show. Bishop, if I'm not mistaken, Dallas card show. Oh no, they did theirs already. They did their fall one, which is in August. It was supposed to be in October, so that was last month. After that, I have no idea what the next one is. No clue. But we'll see. All right, let me knock out this pop report update real quick. What's up, Keelan? Mr. Bingham? That's your package right there, broski. I got to get this one out, and then I got another package that I got to get out also. And then I just sold the Jalen Suggs. So all these will go out into the post tomorrow. If you're waiting on a package for me, it's going to go out tomorrow. All right, let's close that one out. Let's close that. Is Atlanta the next big one? I didn't even know they had a card show in Atlanta. A big one, I guess. There's one in Melbourne. There's a big one in Melbourne. I wonder if my boy Peter's going to go to that one. Out in Melbourne. That'd be cool to go to. Can you imagine flying 17 hours? Actually, close to 20 hours. So it's like a 3-hour flight from Houston to LAX, and then from LAX to that one is, man, that is a brutal flight. 16-hour flight. I've done it before. So I flew to Brisbane, and yeah, man, 16-hour flight is no joke. It's not fun at all. Sitting on a plane for 16 hours is not fun at all. I do not recommend it at all if you can avoid it. But once you get there, though, Australia, whew, man, beautiful place to go. Beautiful place to be. There's a big show in Philly next weekend. Did TGT help you with your scratched slabs? Yes, they did. So I reached out, and I'm glad. Okay, so I'm glad. Let me do this. Let me do this pop report update real quick. Yes, they did, DJ. So I had a call with Alan, and I kind of went over like what the deal was. So of course they're like, yo, just dude, I don't know what happened. We'll figure it out, but just send everything back, and as soon as you do, as soon as you send them back, we'll get them checked out, reslabbed, and right back to you. The thing is, surprisingly, from that video, I got so many messages of people asking me if I wanted to sell some of the slabs, and so there's a little back and forth. People wanting bottom dollar because they were TGT slabs, and I'm like, no, I don't care. Still solid. So there's a few of the ones that are a little scuffed up that are kind of in limbo right now as to whether or not they're going to be sold in the next few days. So I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to pan out there, and if not, then they're all just going to go back. And the people that I'm selling them to, I'm like, hey man, these things are there's some scuff marks on there on the slabs, and they're like, yeah, I don't care about that. They're interested in the card. So, Billy, I do want to hit up the Dallas one. There's like a small one that goes on here in Houston that I wanted to go to as well, but we'll see what. We'll see. Like I said, I have yet to go to a single, what you call it? I have yet to go to a single card show. And now, mind you, I'm pretty reclusive. I really don't like going out. and big crowds and stuff like that. It's not really my jam. So by nature, I wouldn't go to those things on my own. However, I have been wanting to go to one here recently and go check everything out, because there's a lot of cards that I still want to buy, PC stuff that I'm looking for. So I do got to hit up some. I got to hit up some shows here pretty soon. Next year's national is in Atlantic City. Yes, and I'm gonna see what I can do about going, because I really would like to go. Oh, Bishop, yo, so my man Bishop has two very massive soccer cards, a 1 of 2 and a 2 of 2. He's got both of them that he's looking to sell. So if you guys interested in those, hit him up. Kind of sucks, but Louis doesn't get much hobby love from for some reason. The party is for overpriced scrub rookie slabs. I don't know what he means by that. I'm not a basketball fan, but love your content. Keep it up. This is coming across I-10 from El Paso. What's going on, man? I appreciate that, dude. El Paso is the last place you hit before you leave Texas. It's funny. A lot of people don't really understand the concept of that. I live in Houston, Texas. My man lives in El Paso, Texas. And if I leave Houston, Texas, and I jump on I-10 and I go west, I could be driving for, I think it's like 11 hours, and I'm still in Texas. So it's like 11 hours to get from Houston to El Paso, which is nuts. That's freaking nuts. But shout out, man. Thanks for the love, dude. I appreciate it. I've seen some of his rookie stickers start to get love, but he's pretty undervalued. Oh, I guess they're still talking about Lewandowski. Ticket packages are on sale for the National tomorrow. Oh, shit, really? Interesting. I wonder if I can sign up for a press pass. Am I press? Could I be considered press? I think I might be able to be considered press. That'd be kind of cool. I'd do that. PSA will eventually take bulk submission orders. I say by March, we'll see $15 or less. They don't want to kill the golden goose. Theodore, I thoroughly disagree, my man. I don't. So you're talking March or January, February, March. So you're still Q1. At the earliest, I think we're gonna see early Q2 before we see anything that low ever again. And I'd also go as far as to say that we're never going to see anything that low again. But one of the things that's interesting about what PSA does is they have this whole registry thing where they like kind of coax you into kind of collect all these like low end sets in PSA slabs. So like, all of like one box set, all PSA slabs, and nobody's going to do that. Nobody's ever going to try to collect those sets if the price is at $150 a slab. It's just not going to happen. So, did you guys see that that PSA did over 200,000 cards last week? That's nuts. I don't know if you guys watched my last video, but over 200,000 cards, which is insane. Honestly, besides Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and Curry, the last 30 years have not produced many superstars. That's why I think the prices being paid for on today's top players are crazy. Pop reports are crazy. I agree. I don't know if, 30 years, dude, that's a long time to say it hasn't produced any stars. I mean, you captured the big ones, right? LeBron, Curry. You can make an argument for several players in this. Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant, superstar. Kevin Garnett in his own right, superstar. There's a lot of players still that are. I agree with what you're saying. These young kids that are coming out aren't superstars yet, right? But there's definitely a lot of potential there for some breakout stars over the last couple of years. I think you kind of got them all there, Jim. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Curry. Kobe Bryant, Jamal Curry. I'd throw Durant in that mix. Harden is also in that mix as a superstar. That's just a breakout player. Kawhi Leonard. I mean, you got Kawhi in there too, who's also a pretty big star. AD is also a big star. I mean, there's some in there that are worth like really getting after. However, nobody on the level of LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, um, and you could throw Curry in there as well. But I agree with you. There just really isn't anything out there. There hasn't been that generational talent that everybody's like, this is guy. But if you think about it, the pop reports, the reason why they're so crazy right now is because of everybody speculating on who the next guy is that's going to be that. So we'll see. You speak the truth, so no, you can't get a press pass. I guess, yeah. I guess I'm not part of that club. What's funny is that like I wonder if I was ever to go to one of those shows, like one of those big shows where there's like really a lot of like PSA representation and stuff like that, if they would even like know who I am, or if they'd be like, "There's that son of a bitch right there," you know, like let's get him, you know. I know why I don't want to go to anything on the East Coast because they don't have concealed weapon licenses over there, or they won't honor mine from Texas over there. Let's see here. Down to the last two. So really quick, PSA last week graded over 200,000 cards, according to my pop report update, and 210 to be exact. And I'm updating this month's numbers or this week's numbers, and I'm curious to see what that's gonna be. I'm not gonna tell y'all, but what? How, Sway? Man, PSA is so inconsistent with their numbers. How is that even possible? Surely I did something wrong. Surely I did something wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna tell y'all what the number is because it's astoundingly low. Oh, that is bad, man. Oh man, it's like they're so inconsistent. PSA is so inconsistent. You can't get a read on them. All right, we're gonna save this. I'm gonna save it and then put it off to the side, and I'll get right back to you guys here. All right. Duke says no way, $15 again. I'm with you, Duke. I don't think we'll ever see that low of a price. Not with SGC getting massive orders at $30 a card. I just don't see it. Listen, if PSA goes back to $15 a card, or even that low, $10, $15 a card, they are really for the hobby. And the reason why I say that is because it would show me that their demographic are collectors, because they know that collectors, uh, you know, like somebody graded this. Like I don't even know who this kid is. Anuri Rodriguez. Okay, somebody paid money to have this slabbed. Now, either this kid is somebody that you know, or if you were trying to collect the set, you're not gonna try to slab them all if it's $100 a card. But it is what it is. So if PSA decides to make a decision to go back to a $10 or $15 a card submission fee, then that means that they're really legitimately trying to keep things around for the collector. I mean, you may be waiting 6 months for your cards, and that may be why they're saying that. But I mean that may be what the caveat, but it is what it is. March 2023, PSA blog posts their backlog now around 700. And where do you guys see that? Because I've been looking for that. I've been looking at the customer relations. Is it in their blog? You guys said it was in their blog. Can somebody send me those of you that are watching on your PC or that are watching some way that you can send me a link? Can somebody link me to the post, because I don't see it. I don't see the blog post, and I've been trying to find it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't. Oh, here it is. PSA blog. Maybe this is it. Oh, here we go. Journey of PSA. No, that was August 7th. Most recent blog post. Giving thanks and beyond to the hobby. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna comb through that later and really kind of break that down because this is November 24th. That was just a couple of days ago. Okay, I'll check it out. The National doesn't count YouTubers as press. They just confirm your account is active and you have a certain amount of followers. Okay. So does that they just confirm your account? So why do they confirm your account? Do they do they give you a different pass if you have if you're a YouTuber and you have a following? My Hornets that was a phenomenal game. What a great game that was, Natsman. Jesus, man. That was a good game. That was edge of the seat. That was an edge of the seat game, and that was good. I would say $30, at least $25 for bulk service. Good stuff. Let's see here. So if you don't see $15 or less, then why would you grade a base rookie prospect? I agree with that. Card champs in the house. What's up, man? Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Madness is saying there's a bunch of superstars over on the Marvel side of things. Let's see. Klay Thompson and Wiseman just got sent down to the G League. What? No way. Why'd they send Klay? Is he? Okay. Did they send him down because he's rehabbing Klay? Okay, because he's rehabbing. Okay, they don't want him. Yeah, they don't want him. But I'm surprised they sent Wiseman down to the G League. Was he hurt too? I don't keep up with. I don't keep up with what you call it with the Warriors. And Wiseman. Oh yeah, he had a meniscus tear. Oof, that's a tough one. Zion base rookie PSN. People that bought in high will never get their money back. Yeah, man, I agree with you, brother. I totally agree with you. Oh, that's right. Huddle cards. Jesus. Yes, that's why the numbers are so low. God, I'm such a dummy. See, I don't think about this kind of stuff, and that's bad because professionally, my job is to think about those kinds of things. That's what I think about on a day-to-day basis. However, I'll admit that I tend to have a little bit of a short fuse when it comes to PSA. So when I see things like that, I immediately go to the bad. So, yeah. Thank you for that, Huddle Cards, because now I'll be able to say that during the video and I won't sound like such a, I won't be such a basher, I guess. Bowl, Michael Porter Jr., Juan Dominguez, Kalinick, grading fees for ultra modern prospects that have no track record are horrible investments. I agree. I wouldn't say they're horrible investments, but at $150, I'm not grading. I'm not grading a Kuminga, for example. A Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not grading Jonathan Kuminga. Now, if it was $10 a card, and I had 5 or 6 of them, then yeah, that might be worth it, right? But not at $100 a card. Marvelous Pax is in the house. What's up, champ? All right. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. People who bought Zion at the top are not getting their money back. They may not have their money back, but they bought high on Zion, but also had to produce for his cards to go up in value. So I think the latest on Zion is that he's been cleared to come back. He's cleared to come back to resume basketball activities. So I think he can start working out again, but I think it's gonna be a while before we see him on the court. And man, it's just like I said in that video, big guys like that, man, those foot injuries are just not. I mean, just take a look at Yao Ming. Um, those foot injuries ended his career pretty much. I mean, it sucked, but Oh, the Browns Ravens game. I usually have that up and running. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. I like him a lot. All right, Tom Ziska. I don't care about Tom Ziska. I need that game on, baby. So those of you that are my fandom and my love for basketball is at a 10, right? So 1 to 10, I'm a 10 on basketball. I'm like a 6, maybe a 7, a light 7 when it comes to football. I like football. I watched it. I've played it. I played it as a kid. I also played basketball as a kid, but I'm not that big into football as much as I am into basketball. So those of y'all that are, if you guys are big into football, give me one guy that you're looking at that you would say, hey, his cards are ridiculously undervalued, and you have no idea why. Let's see what's going on with this Cleveland Browns game. The Brownies. Any rookie cards that get graded now will be held for the next 30 years, kind of like a 401k. That's sad. That's really sad. I feel so bad for people like that did that. Man, can you imagine the one guy that, like, maybe in December or maybe even in November went around and maybe even asked some friends and some family for money, like, yo, man, I'm this is what I'm doing, get in on this investment. I mean, look what happened. I'm about to go and I'm about to buy up all these Zions and I'm gonna send them off and get graded. They're gonna come back PSA 10s, and it's gonna take a little long, maybe 5 or 6 months before they come back, but they're gonna come back, and we're gonna sell them all. We're gonna make a boatload of money. And so maybe some people gave him some money, and right around November, he goes to a card show and he starts buying up Zions, raw Zions like crazy. Anything that looks remotely close to a 9 or a 10, he's buying them up and sends them off to get graded. And not only is he still waiting for his cards right now, but Zion prices have just dropped. He's gotta really not be liking himself right now. That sucks. I feel bad for people like that. Yeah, so that sucks. That's no good. Totally agree, Theodore. And you know what sucks is that I got a friend of mine he's one of my best friends. He's an avid Golden State fan, and I absolutely hate it. I just hate it. Why did I shave the beard? I have a rule, Roman, that when I get to a point to where I can't eat a hamburger comfortably without having ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, all that stuff in my beard, and then smelling it, like I gotta smell it for the next that's when it's time to chop it off. Good thing is that my shit grows like weeds, so it'll be back in a couple weeks. I'll be back to a full beard, and I tend to not cut it so close during the winter. Like in the fall and the winter, I usually leave a heavier beard, but yeah, I took it off. PSA blows, but it's not like they're going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. I hope they don't. They need to get back. They need to get back. PSA has to do something for the members. A PSA membership has no value for all subgroups that took priority. I'm a PSA member. They forgot who brought them to the dance, in my opinion. I, too, am a PSA member, and I totally agree that they completely forgot who brought them to the dance. They allowed the influx of new people to the hobby, which is great. It's a catch-22, right? It's a double-edged sword. Do you take this massive wave of new business that's coming your way, or do you not? Or do you say, no, we can't do this. We're not going to allow you to submit. It's a double-edged sword. However, I still am thoroughly of the thought process that it was completely mishandled by PSA. So, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. Bowman Brent. I can take a guess at what your favorite set is to collect, my man. Magic and Larry Bird rookies is the card to focus on in basketball cards. Magic and Larry Bird. Interesting. Magic and Larry Bird. What would be their rookie cards? What would be Magic's rookie card? Is it that three? What is it, like 72 tops or something like that, or 82 tops? Magic Johnson. Yeah, it's that split, the 80 tops, right? Yeah, with Magic, Bird, and Julius. There you go. Yeah, that's the one to have. Problem is that in a PSA 6, that's still a $1,400 card. I'm going to tell y'all right now. So today, I just did another video today. I bought another blaster box of of draft picks, Chronicles draft picks for 2021, 2022. I bought another box. I bought a mega box and a blaster box, and I opened it up. And I did a video for it, just an opening video. For some reason, people don't like the opening videos, which is fine. I don't really care. I don't really do a lot of this for the views. I just wanted to like break some new stuff. And in that video, I said that's the first Panini release product for the 21-22 draft class. And if you think about it, by now, so we're in December, we're approaching December. By now, we should have already had hoops for 2021, 2022. We should have already had, and we should be getting the hoops winter release for 2021, 2022, but we haven't gotten either of those yet. So chances are that Chronicles is gonna be going forward, probably for the next 3 or 4 months, the only 2021, 2022 product out. I don't think they're releasing anything else anytime soon, and that's gonna suck. Because it's just not good. It's just not good. Let's see, we got some more people in here. Da-na-na-na-na. Kevin Durant gold rookie undervalued? Really? (2007) 2007 Bowman Chrome refractor. Kevin Durant rookie. A couple $1,000. Wow. 2007 tops. Okay, that's a PSA 7 though. Here's another thing that really chaps my ass. Why are we saying this? Why is this such a prevalent phrase in the hobby? A tough grade. I don't think there's such thing as a card that's tough to grade. I think there's such thing as cards are tough to keep in good condition because maybe the surface of the card is delicate, or the surface of the edges of the cards are susceptible to damage and are very damage prone cards, or maybe they're very thin card stock, so the edges and the corners are easy to get nicked up. But it's so, like, to me, to say that a card is hard to grade just gives people a reason to excuse grading companies for shitty grading. And I don't know. I don't like when people say that. And that was one thing that um the graded card investor or PSA collector when he was back in the day, his name was PSA collector. That was one of the things that he used to say, "Oh, this one's tough to grade." So when he would get like an 8 or a 9, he'd be like, "Oh, it's tough to grade." They're not tough to grade. You can grade a card no matter how shitty it is. It's not hard to grade. What it's hard is to keep it in good condition. And so because of that, it's hard to get a high grade on it. And so when you look at it from that standpoint, it's more on you as a collector or an investor or whatever to make sure you pick out a good quality card and submit a good quality card and put the responsibility on the graders to grade objectively and not be, like not look at the card and go, oh, like this card is, this is the card that's really hard to grade. They're not hard to grade. I just think that's such a stupid thing to say. Like, oh, it's tough to grade. No, they're not tough to grade. They're hard to keep in good condition. But the grading is pretty simple. And it should be pretty simple. But anyway, that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, so it's trying Medio Sync. What's up, brother? Welcome. I agree, man. I agree. I think people put that in the description so that you can say, like, oh, maybe I can crack and resub and get a 9 or something. You know what I'm saying? That's silly, man. It's just so silly. A tough grade on modern cards because quality control at Panini and Tops is no good. Okay, but Michael, that's another thing that people don't understand the concept of. That you can pull a card straight from a pack and it be defective, right? Because of factory defects. But that's a factory defect, right? That's bad quality on the behalf of the manufacturer. But that doesn't make the card tough to grade. That just means that you got shitty quality and it's going to get a bad grade because it deserves one. Not it's going to get a bad grade because they're tough to grade. I don't think one card is any tougher to grade than the other. That's all I'm saying. I think if you have a set way to grade a card, right? And some of those things are very finite, right? Are your corners 90 degrees? Are your edges sharp? And those are really simple things to look at. Is your surface, flat and free of any, damage? That's easy to look at as well. And then, I think the other one, what's it? Corners, edges, surface, and centering. Centering 50-50. I think really the only one that's kind of subjective is the surface. Dang, man. What's his name threw a pick? Lamar Jackson threw a pick. That was ugly. I don't know who the hell he was throwing to on that one. But anyway, that just kind of that kind of pisses me off. That really pisses me off when people say that. I just feel like it's a cop out. I feel like it's a cop out when they don't get the grade they want. Oh, they're hard to grade. No, they're not hard to grade. You just picked a shitty card. You picked a shitty card, or the people at the grading company didn't know what the hell they were doing. That's kind of Mac Jones paper raw for $45. Yeesh. Is that what Mac Jones is going for right now? I know everybody's hot on Mac Jones, but it's funny because they weren't hot on Mac Jones at like the beginning of the season when he wasn't doing so well. Oh, wow. Yeah, rated rookies. Mac Jones rated rookie. Yeah, man, those are. Yo, I need to look at my Mac Jones cards because I got quite a bit from the Chronicles, and it looks like they're going for a pretty decent amount. I think I got some silver Mac Joneses too. I need to take a look at my Mac Jones stuff and see what's out there that I can make a few bucks on. I'm telling y'all right now. I am going to try and stack up heavily on Alperen Şengün. Because I really love that kid. Alperen Şengün. There's already some immaculate stuff out there. 2021, 2022 immaculate collegiate. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. $100, 23 hours. Anyway, this Alperen Şengün kid, if you guys don't know who he is, plays for the Rockets, got drafted. I think the Rockets ended up trading a draft pick, or they picked somebody for another team that they already knew they were going to trade for this kid. Man, I mean, MVP of the Turkish league at like 17 years old. I mean, this kid was amazing. Yeah, I saw that. Bishop paper, $45 raw. I mean, that's just insane. That is insane. What else we got here? Some Panini Instant. Oof. To 5. Yeah, his card, Alperen Şengün's card prices are going to be stupid because he has a pretty big following up out in Europe, and so you're going to have some heavy overseas dollars getting poured into Şengün. Yeah, I just wish the Rockets would start him, man. They're not starting him, which is kind of pissing me off. But we'll see what's what. All right. My question is CSG dropping the ball by making 10s almost impossible. You know, the thing about that is a lot of people have been saying the same thing about HGA. And I really think that what makes it interesting is that you can't really put a hand on look at that one-handed catch by Andrews. Holy crap. While he was being held. Oh, come on. That was a stupid hold. Holy crap. Baltimore's about to score right now. Fade. Oh, that just, okay, they turned on. Man, that was a crazy. Oh, look. Everybody's watching. Catch by Andrews. The thing is that I really feel it's interesting that grading companies don't post their standards, right? I showed you guys that PSA 10 that had that terribly dented corner, right? And so, you know, how do companies get? I think that's where it really becomes interesting, because at that point you don't really know what constitutes a 10, you know, and that's why, again, I'm gonna sound like a homer here, right? But that's why I think like what TGT is doing is really important, and I'm not saying that just because I'm saying that, but to plug them or whatever. But I think what they're doing is really important because it's really about the transparency of what they got going on, right? I can pull up. Let's do this. You know, this Larry Bird was 0.5 centering away from. Actually, you know what? Let's pull up my Jordan. This Jordan got a 9, okay, which is still a great grade. The centering was a 9.5. The corners were an 8.5, and I can see why. The surface was a 9, and the edges were a 9. So I can actually go on their website. Here, let's do this. I can actually go on their website. Okay. Now, my number on this is 1126, and they have a database. It's not a pop report. It's a database. Okay. And my number on this was what did I say it was? 1126. So there's a little barcode on the back of this thing that has your number on the back of it, 1126. So you hit the find and do 1126. There it is. There's my Michael Jordan 91 Skybox. And there are my grades. 2 9s, a 9.5, and an 8.5. Centering on this was actually a pretty good centering. Slightly off in the front, pretty dead nuts on the back, but it was off on the front. You can tell. It's one side. This side's a little fatter than that side, and you can tell. But we don't have to speculate because I can click here, and it's going to take me into the actual card itself. Okay. And there's my man's Anthony Cylinder. I'm probably butchering that. Pittsburgh, my bad. But top to bottom is 50-50. Left to right is 50-50, which I agree with. This one's actually pretty dead nuts. The front, however, is off, right? It was 50-50, and left to right was 56-44. It's pretty, you can see it. You can see where it's off. It's on 5 here, and it's on 4 here. So it's not dead center. Okay? That's why I got 9.5 centering and not 10 centering, right? But here are the notes from the guy who graded it. Okay? So this is why I got a 9.5 grading. See, the back was a 10, and I agree with that because the back was a 10. The front was a 9.5. I agree with that. And this is where we get into the surface. There's some surface issues. There was some edge wear. Okay? It's going to take you through the whole thing. Edge wear. It'll even zoom in on the little piece where you see the edge wear. A little divot there. You can see it. You can see it in the scans. Okay? There's some edge wear there. A little piece there. A little flake. A little divot. But you can see them. You can see those things. Okay? So when I get this 9, I understand why I got this 9. Right? I understand why I got the 9. When I get a 10, like my boy got on his bird, I see the one thing that kept me from getting a 10 pristine. Even though this is gem mint, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at this. I got a 10. But if we want to see why, we can go back and look at why, because I can look at this up. It is 1118. So what was this one? This was 26. Whoa. Here it is. Here's the Larry Bird region around ball. Got a 10. All right. And the one thing that got me was centering. So let's look at the centering. Here it is. This is what left to right, 67-37. Okay. That's where it came from. It came from the front of the card. No, the back of the card. Sorry. And left to right, or in this case, top to bottom, 67-37. And then on the front, what did it do on the front? Front got a 9.5. 57-43. Top to bottom. Yeah, it's a little off top to bottom, for sure. And left to right. But I can go in here and see why it got what it got. And that's why I think what they're doing is really important. Because nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is giving you a report card on why your cards got what they got. And, you know, it is what it is, man. But that's why back to the question, right? About, you know, companies making it hard to get a 10. Like, the company shouldn't decide what cards get a 10. The company should decide on what the criteria is and then give the card the proper grade. They shouldn't be making decisions on what those cards get. But That's just my own opinion. How often do you see a flat BGS 10s? Yeah, so that's my point. Is that you don't see them very often, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who've gotten 10s, and the one thing that they got a 9.5 on, they wanted to see why. Like if they got a 9.5 on corners, but they felt they had sharp corners, they probably wanted to see why they got why the other person said that they didn't. Or if the centering was off, maybe they wanted to see where they came up with this idea that the centering was off. So I just think that people would be more content with their grades if they knew why they got the grades that they got. Which again is the reason why I like what TGT was doing, which is what made it intriguing. And then ultimately it just what made me send them a few cards to give them a shot. And yeah. So that's what it is. Aside from the labels, though, I mean, look at that label. Kind of matches the shimmer on the cards, which is dope. Just good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. The difference is Beckett is not new to the game. At what point wasn't Beckett king over PSA? I think they were. I'd much rather my cards be graded actually, whether that be teachers that accept grades. HGA is my go-to. Yeah. So Luke, again, that's that's what a lot of people are really getting into is like, hey man, I don't even care anymore. I just want my cards to be graded properly. At the end of the day, that's what you're paying these companies for. And if they were pretty upfront and I mean, I don't want to say upfront, but that's kind of what it is. It is if you knew what the grading criteria was upfront, a very detailed criteria, then you could hold them accountable. Because there's some PSA 10s out there that I'm pretty sure that I can go talk to somebody at PSA and go, hey, listen, this is, I mean, come on, give me a fucking break here. This is not a PSA 10. What the hell are you guys doing? Much like you can do the same thing where you can go, hey man, this is a PSA. You gave it a 9, but can you tell me why this was a 9 and not a 10? Right? It's easy to go backwards and say why you see one that isn't a 10 or that was a 10 that shouldn't have been a 10. But when you get those 9s, when you get those 8s, when you get those 6s and 5s that people are cracking and resubbing and sending to other companies and getting 9s and 8s. I mean, I had a PSA 7 John Morant Mosaic that I cracked and resubbed to SGC and it got a 9.5. I mean, come on, man. That's just insane. That bothers the shit out of me because people pay a lot of money for that, for that stuff. Hey, global sports card investors, reminding everybody to hit the like button if you haven't already on the stream. I don't really see it because I'm on StreamYard, so I don't really see how many likes we got and all that stuff. Which is kind of cool, honestly, because I don't really. All I know is that there's 51 people in the chat, which I appreciate every single one of y'all being here tonight because it is Sunday and everybody's just kind of hanging out. We had turkey like crazy the last maybe 3 or 4 days. If you eat turkey, we didn't actually eat turkey. My wife's family was over. They're Salvadorian, and so we made panes. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like the most flavorful chicken you've ever had in your life, in like a roll, like a bolillo. It was the best. So we didn't do turkey. I'm not a big fan of turkey. Turkey is probably like the worst poultry. It's very dry, and I'm just not a big fan of it. In order to really cook turkey well, you have to fry it, and I'd rather not burn down my house if that's okay. Spurs 2020 says Zion ain't dropped crazy amounts like people think. His silver prism sold not too long ago for 650-ish. I beg to differ, sir. Let's see. Let's take a look. Luckily, we have the great folks over at cardhedge.com. for which there is going to be a link in the description if you guys want to sign up. It does kick a little bit back to the channel. Muito obrigado. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Zion, silver, prism, basketball. His card prices have gone down significantly. And it sucks. It really sucks. Because a lot of people were really hoping to kind of cash in. Uh-oh. I think my internet's acting kind of wonky. Zion, silver, prism. Come in. No, let's go to card prices. I'm in the wrong place. Is my internet bad? I think my internet might be down. I looked at it the other day and it was pretty bad. What am I doing here? I hope the site isn't down. No, it's not. So this is my collection. I don't want to see my collection. I want to see Ion, Panini, Prism. What the heck is going on here? There it goes. So let's see what his silver has done. Mojo Prism. No, that's not what we want. I want silver. Where is it? Prism Gold, Prism Blue, Prism Neon Green, Prism Purple, Choice, Prism Hyper, Prism Orange, Prism Red, Prism Choice, Purple Ice. Where's the silver? There's the base. There it is. There's the Prism Silver. So if we look at the last, so this is the last 6 months. If we look at raw prices, you know what? It's actually not that bad. Yeah, 680 was the last sale price. That just happened the other day. But they've been pretty. I mean, the market on these have not been that hot. October was 1100. Let me see. Yeah, not a lot of sales on raw. Looks like. But yeah, I mean, a peak here, sell at 1100. Those are kind of anomalies, I think. But yeah, actually, his raw prices haven't dropped really that low. For 650 or 680. But if you look at PSA 10s, I mean, peak at 6,500 all the way down to 2,000. That's pretty significant. It's a pretty nasty drop. Now, this I agree with you on. Zion comes out and dunks one time and his prices go back up. I completely agree. We're so fickle when it comes to that. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely. Let's go. All right, here we go. I'm all in on CSG, the best slabs in the industry. I got one right here. I recently did my submission and got these back. Again, I agree with you, man. When it comes to the slab itself, it's just really hard. It's really hard to beat SGC's acrylic. It's just really hard to beat their acrylic. Their stuff is like, it's like glass almost. I mean, it just looks like glass. You just can't beat it. I love their acrylic. I wish, and I like SGC's acrylic as well, but this is just like, I don't know what they use, but like 1080p. 1080p stuff, man. It's good stuff. They have really good slabs. I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Those are turkey sandwiches by Salvadorians. Good stuff. The Wolillo's basically a bomb turkey. Yes, sir. See, Pax knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yeah, I just don't like turkey, man. Turkey's just too dry. It's just, it's just so dry. Scratch up so everything scuffs when they ship it to you, and that green label is horrible. I agree with you on the green label. Mine came in just fine. Mine didn't get scratched up. And as soon as I opened them up, they went straight into protectors. So I would imagine that they would get scuffed up pretty easily. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like if you look at these are CSG slabs, and then there's, the TGT, and then they have, if I put it next to just look at that blue, like the blue that's in there. It just looks nice. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. The reason that PSA grades the way they do is to control pop counts, with exceptions to base, but anything 80s, 90s, or early 2000s are controlling pop counts. That's one of those things that's just going to go down as urban legend, because nobody can really, like, how do you prove that? You can't really prove that. But there's been a lot of videos done about, how they're controlling population. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan, honestly. I prefer them in a tux too, man. I prefer them in a tux as well. I just don't. I like their cars, man. It's a good looking card, good looking slab. Like I said, my only beef with SGC is I wish they would do subgrades, because if they did subgrades, that would be great. But then as I'm looking at their label, I mean, if they did subgrades, like how would they? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they would even do that. They might have to redesign their label to where it'll show up on both sides, on the back, show up on both sides, and then make the back of the label the subgrades. That'd be dope. But I'm splitting hairs here. Zion's prices have dropped not because of his play, but because of his rookie pop counts have skyrocketed. Yeah, I would agree with there. Was it like 20? I can't remember what his pop count was on his card. Let's see, pop report. Let's go to basketball. Let's go to 2019. Look at that, man. You guys can't see that. Just the pop. Just look at this alone. Just this alone. Look at this. 2015, 56, 100,000, 200,000, 600,000, 1.5 million cards is in the pop count. It's just ridiculous for 2019. 1.5 million cards. Panini. Show me 250. Panini Prism. We need to see Prism. Oh, it's not going to be here, is it? Nope, it sure isn't. I want to see how many. Prism. Nope, not in this one either. It sure is going to be on the last page. Panini Prism. Here it is. 500,000 Panini Prism 2019 cards were submitted. 500,000 cards. Insane. What's Zion? I think Zion's like 251, I think. we're not even. I think it's going to be at the end. Look at this, man. 6,300 pages. You got to be shitting me. Yeah, what's Zion? I think Zion's 251, right? $248. 248. So that's going to be like the 5th or 6th page. Just insane, man. Insane. Let me see. Oh, that's not even close. We're not even close. What was it? 250 what? 248. All right, so it might be the next page. Missed it by a page. I know somebody's in the comments right now going, there's like 20,000. There's like 20,000. $240. I guess we could just scroll down here until we see the big ass number. There it is. Look. There it is. Zion. Well, look at this. 34,000. Base Zion Williams. 34,000. Base Zion Williams. We're not even talking about only 3 autograph. Look, you want to go for a low pop card? Go for that autograph one. There's no 10s. That's insane. Blue Prism, Blue Ice. What was the red, white, and blue? I'm pretty sure red, white, and blue was another one that got sent in pretty regularly. Green Prism for some reason, a lot. Purple, Purple Wave, Red Eyes, red, white, and blue. Look at that. 2,200 red, white, and blues. Where is Pink Pulsar? Look, 34,000 John Morants. Almost as many. Almost as many. That's insane, man. Where is Fast Break Prism? I want to see what the silver. It doesn't say. Green Prism, Hyper Prism, Pink Ice, Pink Pulsar, Pulsar Ice, Purple Wave. Where is... Oh, there it is. 4,100. Jesus, man. That's nuts. That is nuts, man. Zion, let me see. See what that's gonna do. That's insane. Yeah, silver pop is what really I mean, silver pop is what people are, that's what they go after, right? But that's, I mean, still, man, that is insane. That base card is 34,000. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Almost 40,000 total. That's insane, man. That's just way too much. Yeah, that silver is hard to get. So you got 43, 41. So what is that? What's your percentage there? 41. 41. So 1381. Man, a 33% chance of getting a 10 on that one. Gem rate. 30% gem rate on that gold, on that silver. But you got 30% gem rate on the silver, but then you have 20,089, 37,473. You got a 50% gem rate on the base, which is weird, but I don't get that. I cracked a 78 Murray PSA 5 and sent it back to PSA and got an 8. Oh shit. That sucks, man. At how much, Bobo? At $150? That sucks, man. You had to spend $150 like that to get your card graded to what should have been graded correctly the first. Like, you shouldn't have had to pay. Like, PSA should do a thing where they say, all right, look, like, we get it. We got some rookies here. Some of these guys are new to grading cards. So here's what we'll do. We'll say that if you aren't happy with your grade, let's say you got a 5, and you send it back for a regrade. And if it gets more than 2 grades above your original grade, we'll refund you that second. I mean, like, they have to give you your money back. They have to give you your money back. Everybody's agreeing with Michael. What did Michael say? Everybody's agreeing with Michael. I don't know what Michael said. Okay, my difference now is Panini has like 15 brands instead of Topps, Donruss, Fair, and Upper Deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, wouldn't it be cheaper to buy a PSA 9 Murray than send the same back card twice at 150? That's the rub, man. That's the thing that people are having to deal with, is that they got to spend. In this case, my man Bobo had to spend 150, $300 to get his card graded properly, when, chances are he probably could have, bought a higher grade card for less money the first time around. But I really think that PSA should do that. There should be a thing that says, hey, if we get it wrong the first time, within at least two grade levels, we'll give you your money back on the second one, because we should have got it right the first time. Because I could understand, like, ambiguity between graders, right? Like, one might give it a 9, the other one might give it an 8. One might give it a 9, the other one might give it a 10. I get that, right? There's some fluctuation up or down a grade, right? Especially because PSA doesn't have subgrade. I mean, like, a half grades above a 9. They don't have a half grade. But when you leave yourself that wide of a gap, it doesn't bode well for people who are paying money to get their cards graded, and that sucks. That just really sucks, and I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I buy them already graded. Rick, spoken like a true genius, my man. That's what people are doing now. That's what people are doing. I'm not paying $150 to get my cards graded. Just not doing it. Oh, okay, Bobo. Well, that's cool then. I guess all right. Yeah, if you pay $10, I mean, yeah. But still, the concept is not right. You shouldn't have had to pay $10 again. I stand firm in my position here. Yeah, I suppose it would. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm banking on PSA to be honest at that point, which is, I mean, let's face it, their track record of doing so is just not the best. It's not the best. One thing I respect about HGA is they base the fee on the time to grade, not the value of the card. Now, Michael, hear me out, okay? It's one of those things that I when I first kind of got into grading and I was looking at grading, I was thinking the same thing, right? I was thinking the same thing. But the fact of the matter is that PSA has a guarantee, right? Where they say, hey, look, if we graded this card and it's a great, we put our slab on it, we put it in a slab, we put the guarantee on it. We're guaranteeing that this is an authentic card. If not, we're going to refund you the value of the card. That was a catch. I don't care what they're saying. And Yoku caught that ball. That's a catch. That's a catch. Sorry, that's a catch. That's a catch. I think that's a catch. Anyway, Michael, and so, yeah, it's a catch. It's a touchdown. Oh, go cry river. That's a touchdown, champ. Um, and so in order for them to be able to do that and stay in business and offer those types of guarantees, if the card is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, um, you know, they're gonna make you pay a higher price to grade the card because of the fee that they have to cover if in fact they screw it up, right? So from that standpoint, it kind of made a little bit of sense, but I hear you. The same thing. I hear you. Because HGA has graded a couple of counterfeit cards recently. They've gotten into some stuff about grading bad autographs, that weren't authentic and things like that. So people kind of got onto them about that, but then they turned around and made it right. And I'm pretty sure those cards were graded at $30 a card or $25 a card. So it can be done, but you know, it kind of is what it is. $150 for a reslab. I don't think they're charging $150 for a reslab, are they? If they do, that's pretty shitty. I'm with you. Also, I'm with you on that one, Spurs. I've even like people have sent me messages. Because a lot of people send me messages all the time, like, "Yo, I got this card. Where should I send it?" Um, and if it's a big time card, like a Mickey Mantle or something like that, or like if you just have like a Babe Ruth card or something. Well, maybe those I'd probably say SGC, just because they have the pedigree of grading the vintage stuff. But 86. Listen, I had this conversation with my boy Alan, who owns TGT, and I said to Alan, I said, "Look, man, I love you guys. I love what you guys are doing, and it's great. But the fact of the matter is if let's say one of my subscribers, right, says, 'Hey, man, listen, I love your content. I'm gonna send you a gift,' right? And they send me a graded pack of 1986 Fleer, okay, and the card gods smile upon me, and I pull a Michael Jordan, and it looks flawless. It's going to PSA. It's going to PSA. Because there's a lot of guarantees for everything that I hate about PSA. At this moment, I'm sending the card to PSA. And I was talking to my man Alan about that, and I said, "Look, man, if I were you and I owned your business, or if I started a business of my own, let's say I started Retros Grading Services, right? RGS, right? And I start taking submissions and I'm grading cards and I'm doing my thing. And then somebody sends me an 86 Fleer. I'm already looking at that going, why are you sending me this? Right? I have no pedigree in the market. I'm brand new. I'm just starting off. Why did you decide to send this card to me?" Right? I would not send. And I told my man Alan this. I was like, "Bro, if you get like a Mickey Mantle or something like that sent to you, that off the bat is a red flag for me." Um, because it either means one of two things. It either means that the person that's sending you this card knows nothing about cards, and somebody told him to get it graded. And even if that person told them to get it graded, chances are they would have told them it would have been somebody who knows what they're talking about. So they would have said, "Listen, send it to PSA. They're going to grade it for you," or something like that. But if I'm Retros Grading Services and I've only been in business for a year, and somebody sends me an 86 Fleer to grade, like a Jordan 86 Fleer, and I'm immediately red flags. Red flags are going off because I'm like, why'd you send this to me? Yeah, I have no business grading this card or authenticating it or anything like that. Send it to the people who have some serious like pedigree in the game and things like that. Not taking anything away from TGT, and once again, I'm having the conversation with my man who owns the company, and he agreed with me. He's like, "Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's kind of sketchy that you're sending me what was at one point a $500,000 card for my company, who small company. I don't have the pedigree for this." Um, and to me, it's a red flag right away, which is kind of weird. So anyway, it kind of is what it is, but. Da, 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 da. Juan Soto, PSA pop count 2018 tops update. US 300 gold rookie card is limited to 2018 PSA 9s. That's kind of weird. PSA just got busted grading altered autograph card. Yeah, I saw that, Keelan. That was the I think it was a Kawhi Leonard autograph. I did a video about it. I did a video about that. Vintage going to SGC. Marvel going to SGC and BGS. Pokemon CGC. Sports base going to HGA and SGC and ultra scarce to PSA. That sounds pretty solid to me, Pax. I'm with you on that. Yeah, they have, man, and that sucks too, man, because they're such a young company, you know, and they were doing something that was, you know, relatively new to the market with offering, you know, the color match labels and you know the artwork, being able to do the custom design. Oh, Lamar just did that lineman so dirty. Oh, don't do him like that, Lamar. Was that Clowney? Was that Clowney? That was Clowney. Clowney got shook. Look at that. Yoink. Oh, Clowney, where are you going? He's not over there, big fella. Oh, he looks so distraught too. Ooh, Jackson shook him out of his boots. Oh, that was nasty. You guys got to watch that one. That one was funny. Look, they're going to play that over and over again. Whoop, where you going, big fella? He's not over there. Ooh, man, that's funny. That was good. That was good to watch. I was never a big fan of Clowney. He was I don't know. He just seemed kind of arrogant, especially when he was with the Texans. I hate the definition. I hate the definition of flipper. I hate. Okay. To me, a flipper is a guy who buys a collection and he has homes for most of what he bought, not a guy gambling on prospects, hoping that he has a few games. I want to agree with you, Theodore. I'm just not sure I'm picking up what you're putting down there, brother. I think you got a winner with CSG. This is something with their labels, just like HGA does. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. They need a complete redesign on the label, I think. It sucks to pay all that money and get an 8, and there's nothing wrong with the card. I agree, man. That's the kick in the nuts, right? Is that especially those of you that have like the equipment and the big magnifying glasses, and you know you turn off your light so you can get the good light source off the card and all that stuff, so you can do a proper like look at the card. And you're just confident, man. You're going in there strong. You send it off. You put it in a brand spanking new penny sleeve, and you put it in a brand new card saver, and you send it off, and you just know for sure that you're gonna get that 10, and it comes back a 7. Oh, Andrews almost got another one. Oh, he got picked off. Oh, that's not good. Come on, Lamar. I don't know what he was thinking on that one. Flippers are underwater. A lot of flippers are underwater. I agree. SGC employees are on drugs, and SGC knows it. They would have to fire half of the graders. What are you talking about there, Rick? My man Rick's been on this. He's been on this one for a while now about SGC employees being on drugs. Expand on that a little bit, Rick. What are you talking about there? How do you know this, man? Because this ain't the first time you said that. I want some details, brother. Point me to an article or something. Give me something, because I don't give a damn. I'll talk about it. If you tell me that they're cooking meth in the back and you got pictures, let me know. because I'll expose them. I'll tell you what is true, though. What is absolutely true, and you can verify this, is there is a dispensary literally feet away from PSA. A dispensary literally feet away from PSA. That is true. That is absolutely true. Y'all want to see? Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Professional sports authenticators. Let's take a look. We's gonna look. Dun, 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 dun. So here's professional sport authenticators. And somebody told me, where is the dispensary? There is a dispensary. There it is right there. Look at that. So if you were to get directions from to Whedon's, let's see. What are we doing? We're walking? Let's walk there. Okay, we're not going to do all that. That's a bit much, champ. But there. I mean, you're literally... That's kind of silly. What kind of backward shit is that? You're telling me that there's like no way you can like hop a fence and be there? Hogwash. You're hopping a fence right here, bro. I mean, that's, there it is. Yeah, Rick, you have explained it, bro. But the problem is that I need something. You can't. I mean, I can't just do a video that says Rick Hoops says that SGC employees are on crack. I can't do that. I need something. I'm not saying anything bad about you, Rick, but I'm just saying I need some sources here, brother. You got to help me out, because I'll make the video. I'll do the video. There it is, folks. I don't know about what my man Rick is saying. I can't, but here's what I can say. PSA is right there. The dispensary is right there. You can't tell me these boys ain't going over there and getting it popping during lunch and then coming back high as a kite. That's a big old facility, though. Jesus. That's a big old facility. So, yeah, there you have it. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but let's face it. It's kind of, it's in California. Everybody over there is getting high. Y'all know what it is. Oh, my man Rick says crack. That's another one too, man. I mean, those boys can be... The thing about being drunk is that it's kind of hard to hide being drunk. You can spot a drunk, people stumbling around and shit, slurring their words and all kinds of crazy stuff. But you can pop an edible and like just be a space cadet for a few hours before somebody goes, "What's going on with Tommy today? He looks unusually more, So that's it. It's kind of weird. What is true? While being stoned, I can marvel over a card, and sober, I'm like, it's just another card. That's true. That's true. Especially like if you're, if you get one of those like, like, can you imagine like somebody gets a card like this where it's like all shiny and shit, and they're looking at it and they're just high as a bird, and they're trying to figure out what the grades are. It's good stuff. Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you for joining, Michael. I appreciate it, brother. Have a good night, man. I'm probably gonna wrap this up here in a little bit. They don't drug test their employees. Okay. No drug program exits. Who doesn't drug test? You're saying SGC doesn't drug test their employees? That's why, man. Personally, when I smoke, it's not for sleepy supermarket Dunkaroos. I smoke for focus. I know a lot of people that are just like that, man. I got a buddy of mine, man, who's an amazing carpenter. And he says you want to know his trade secret? A little wake and bake every morning. And that boy is sharp as a needle, man. Sharp as a tack. My man Rick. Yeah. Need to get stoned to grade 1,000 Zions a day to do the 600 pounds. Oh, man. Oh, look at Cleveland. That was a big pass. What y'all think about Baker? I like Baker. Baker's all right, man. I'm Rick James. Go sound Rick James, man. Little wake and bake action. SGC doesn't drug test. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So SGC doesn't drug test. I mean, if SGC doesn't drug test, then does that automatically mean everybody there's like high? I don't know. I don't think I don't think you can equate one to the other. Whoa! Did they just score? This is going to be an interesting game here in the next 5-10 minutes. It's going to get really interesting. Yeah. PSA doesn't drug test. Yeah, PSA doesn't drug test. Maybe I need to hit. I don't need to hit nothing. I have a job that I need to keep. That's honestly what's kept me away from a lot of stuff. My company pays too well. If I'm answering customer service emails from old Ricky here, you bet I'm gonna need to be high. My man Rick was going hard. He sent me a message the other day. He was like, it was a while ago where he was talking about that. So I know he's been hot to trot on that topic. I'm like, yo, like if you got something that I can, that I can go off of, then let me know, man. That'd be a hell of a video to make. Here's the other thing too. Is if I'm not mistaken, I think Rick, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that original back and forth between me and you was regarding SGC, right? That you're saying that SGC doesn't drug test, and if they did, that they would lose like half of their employees, right? And so yeah, okay, so let's say that there's some truth to that. The fact of the matter is that out of all the cards that I've graded with SGC, which now is probably like in the 50s or 60, like maybe like 40 or 50 cards that I've graded with SGC, I have yet to get back a card from them that, as I look at the grades that were given to the card, I'm baffled by how somebody could have looked at that card and come up with that grade to even get to the idea that they would have to be high in order to give this card this grade. And so that hasn't happened with SGC. However, I haven't seen anybody in any of the Facebook groups or any of my Instagram people that I follow, because I follow everybody. By the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, check me out, Retro Who Breaks. That I have yet to see anybody get a card back from SGC and go, what the hell were they thinking giving me this grade? There's no way that this grade is correct. Somebody has to be high to give me this grade, right? That has yet to happen in my experience with SGC, and I have yet to see it documented on somebody else's side that they've had this experience with SGC. So because of that, even though it may be true what you're saying, and it very may well be true that they don't drug test people at SGC, it's irrelevant, in my opinion, because they have yet to mess up on a grade consistently enough to make me feel like the people who are giving these grades are impaired due to narcotics or marijuana or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. I hear you, man. Right? I hear you. But at the same time, the evidence just isn't there to support that there's something wrong with the people that are grading cards at SGC. Now, you could make that argument for PSA, right? Because there are some grades out there that you look at them and you're like, what the hell? Somebody had to have been high to do this. So that's the way I feel about it. I'm not, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you've gotten some bad grades. Did you get some bad grades, Rick? I think you might have gotten some bad grades. Maybe grades that you don't agree with, but you know. Prices are down, and yet records keep getting set on certain cards. Very weird. That's not weird, Juice Man. I think what's going on is that prices are going down for cards that were never up to begin with. I think cards that are up, that are, iconic, what I would consider iconic cards, I think those cards they're iconic for a reason, right? They're going to stay up there. Blue chip collectibles, if you want to call them that. I think those are consistent. Now, they might have rode a wave. Take the PSA 10 or take the 86 Fleer, the 86 Fleer Elijah ones, for example. A PSA 10 prior to the run up of 2018, prior to 2018 was going for maybe $1,500, $1,000 for a PSA 10. During the craze of everything, they ran all the way up to, I think, $11,000. I think at the peak, it was like $11,000. Those cards went all the way up to, and then now I think a PSA 10 is somewhere like in the 6,000 or 7,000 range. Don't give me the line on that. Let me double check that. Let me double check that because I think I might be fibbing. 86 Elijah one. So they rode that wave just like everything else. However, they just don't see they're not, they're not seeing the huge ramp down. Yeah, look at that. So this is as far as, okay, this is even just a year ago. Oh no, this is a PSA 9. I need to see PSA 10, champ. Holy crap. Yeah, so here we go. So if we're looking at, this is 86 Fleer Elijah one. I just ran it wide open. So this is from July. What is this? July what though? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So this would have been July of 19. No, July of 20. And I mean, look at this run up. I mean, $16,000, I think, was the peak. But we're coming all the way from 4,000, and I think even before that. So this would have been July of 2020. July of 2019, it was maybe like $3,000, or July of 2019 was maybe like $2,000, and then like before that, it was maybe like $1,000. I mean, it was really low. But I mean, look at the run up. $16,000 and some pretty strong sales at that price. 13,000, 16,000, 16,000, 12,000, 7,000, 8,000, 7,000. But to anybody, I mean, even right now at 5,000, to anybody who had that card before the run up in a PSA 10, I mean, they're doing really well for themselves right now. Because I mean, even prior to it's So this was, yeah, see, July 2020. So, I mean, if you look at prices from 2019, 2020, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2017, man, we're talking crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. SGC, it's the dudes answering the phones. Customer service reps are on something. Again, Rick, I've had nothing but good, good interactions with their customer service. Price is not going down on investment grade Hall of Fame center with nice eye appeal. Yeah, that's what it is, Rick. Good quality cards at a decently high grade, vintage cards with good eye appeal that are iconic and classic. I mean, it's going to ebb and flow with the market, but the fact of the matter is that you're not going to see the drop offs. Once again, it's all about what's about a foundation that has to be there, right? We see this massive drop off with Zion, with all these other, young kids that have been in the league for a couple of years now, even with Luka. Luka's hurt right now, so everything's kind of, up in the air, wishy-washy, and the market on those players are so fickle because it's just like, he sprains an ankle, his car prices drop 30%. He slam dunks on somebody and posterizes somebody, it's all over ESPN, his prices jump back up. And it's just like, it's just the whole way there. So it's just like, Jesus, man. It's not good, man. It's not good. I have not settled with PSA yet. What are we settling, Eric? I had a great chat with the grader and even told them that I was the guy who filed the lawsuit against PSA. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Eric's the guy that filed the lawsuit on PSA. It's pretty clear that some stuff got devalued and they're trying to discredit a service. If you think they're wrong, crack it and resubmit. But Ronis, you shouldn't have to do that, man. You shouldn't have to crack and resubmit just to get the right grade. I don't know. My Pete Alonso refractor got a PSA 10 and has a very noticeable dimple. Crazy stuff. There's not as much traffic on eBay. Why not? Why is there not enough traffic? Mass exodus of people leaving eBay in 2022. Oh, okay. Why is that? Why is there mass exodus of people? I think there's going to be a lot of markets that are going to pop up, but yep. I did. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, who did that video? But that was me. Yep. Buy Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth cards. You won't lose money. I agree. Those are iconic. Oh, you know what? Ewing. So there, like 1986 Ewing. There's 86 Ewing going for. No way. Okay, the last one sold for, man, not even that long ago. $5,000. Man, that's a steep drop off. That is a steep drop off between a PSA 9. Oh shit, where am I at here? Look at that drop off between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. Oh, you know what? Here's what I like about this tool is that you can do this. 1986 Fleer Ewing. Compare. Oh, wait. Sorry. PSA 9. PSA 9. We'll throw that in the comparator. And PSA 10. Throw that in the comparator. Look at the price differences here. Look at this. They're not even on the same spectrum. It's insane. 86 Fleer basketball. Why is it not showing anything? Oh, because in the last 3 months it hasn't sold anything. Just look at it wide open for a year. Look at this. Look at the prices here. $9,000. Then one sold for $4,000, $4,000, $5,000. But this is the difference between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. PSA 9s are going for $860. That's crazy. But then again, as Sam mentioned, Ewing never won a championship, so. But in that case, I mean, so let's get rid of this one. Elijah Wan won 2 of them. What are his PSA 9 prices? They're not that far off, man. They are not that far off. Well, actually, they are. They're about double. Elijah Wan's prices are about double. I was going to say, because Elijah Wan's won 2. He won 2 of them. Oh, that's right, Sam. I forgot about that. I think it's like if you make over $600 or more than $200 or something like that. It's like some stupid amount. It's like $600 or $200. Or if you have more than 60 transactions, they're going to send you a W-2 and you're going to have to pay taxes. So what I think that's going to do, Sam, is that I think we're going to see a lot more transactions happening in person at card shows, which I'm kind of all for. I'm kind of for that. $10.99. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Axel, you're right. $10.99, not a W-2. Two grades under makes a video about how terrible everything else. 2 grades over on the Peter lines. Oh well, crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean it's all about what side of it you're on, right? Because I don't think what did I get? I got a card the other day. There was a that I got a 9.5, or I got a grade that I was like, that was kind of generous. I can't remember what it is that I got, what it is that I sent out. God, I'm trying to remember. Nobody's ever mad when they overgrade, but when they undergrade, it's the end of the world. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember what card it was that I sent to SGC. That I was expecting a worse grade, but then I got a pretty decent grade. Where you're just kind of like, oh, really? I got a 7. So I was just like, screw it, it is what it is. And I think it was, now I remember what it was. It was my Jordan Power in the Key, where I for sure thought it was going to get like a 5 or something, and it came back like a 7.5. So I was kind of like, yeesh, okay, 7.5, huh? I mean, then again, I'm not the professional grader here, so I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I like to think I can pick out some decent grading cards, but for the most part, I'm just like you folks. I'm just out here just doing the damn thing. I got a couple of little tools here and there to make some stuff happen, but for the most part, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. But it kind of is what it is. Marvelous Packs has got a +1 for my slabs. That's actually a pretty good place to pick up some cheap slabs. My brother, who collects Star Wars stuff, he's picked up some pretty good stuff there. So that's that's good stuff there. Sam says H won't sell HGA slabs on their website. I think after the little scandal that they had with the bad autographs and all that stuff, I don't think they're gonna let them do that. But we'll see. Some flawed human graders ignore Surface. Surface is a tough one, man. I think Surface is a real tough one, especially for like modern cards, which there's a lot of embossing and stuff going on. It's kind of a tough one to really nail down. Um, you know, if it wasn't for Jordan, Ewing would have had a ring or two. I don't think Ewing ever had the supporting cast that Jordan had. I don't think they would have made it. I mean, my Rockets knocked the closest they got is when they played with my Rockets and Jordan wasn't even around that year. Um, my Rockets slapped them around pretty good. Look, here goes Rick again talking about this human graders on crack. Rick, nobody's on crack, bro. Yeah, chipping on the edges is tough on those power in the key. I mean, anything Fleer out of that 93, 94, 94, 95 Fleer set, those are really tough, man. They're really tough to get to keep in good condition because of the foil, chipping on the foil. I got so many slabs I need to sell. I need to start putting some stuff up on eBay on the old bays. I got a handful of these that I need to send off to get graded. You guys know what those are. I need to send those off to get graded. I'm scared though because the last time I sent some off, they all came back for minimum size, which is kind of weird. I dug up this one the other day. This Platinum Portraits Hakeem Olajuwon. It's like die cut, or not die cut, but like laser X'd. It was pretty good. Here's another one of these Mahomes. Second year, beautiful card. Let's see what else I got here. My Luka, silver Luka freshman phenom business going on there. A couple of Jalen Greens. I bought a handful of these tribute cards, and this is like the best one that I have. And then I also have a silver or a prism Jalen Green flux. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling y'all, Panini is going to be really slow to release 2021, 2022 product. Watch. Mark my words. We're not going to see, I don't think we're going to see any new product being released this year for basketball 2020, 2021, 2022. Wait, what? I have 12,000 plus cards that are holding for PSA. 12,000. I can't even wrap my head around, number one, how much that costs. But man, it's insane. That's insane. I agree, Sam. Chronicles is terrible. But unfortunately for me, this year my Rockets drafted what I think are some amazing players. And I'm a huge Rockets fan, as you can see. On my Rockets memorabilia. Actually, I have a piece. I have a piece of the floor. Authentic piece of the floor. I'm a huge Rockets fan. Been a huge Rockets fan for a long time. Long time. So, if there is ever going to be a year where I'm going to make a significant investment in buying as much sealed product as I can, it's going to be for 21, 22. And unfortunately, this is where we are. I have chosen, this is the path that I have chosen. And I just think, because of COVID, because of supply chain issues, because of just, pushing back release dates and the way things are going with, this new strain that's come out, this new variant that's come out of COVID. I think this, they're trying to scare the shit out of everybody again. I think we're going to have some serious issues with product this year. And, that being the case, or that being said, I think it's going to be tough to, to see new product. And so at this point, Chronicles is all we got. But I agree with you, Sam. By and large, Chronicles is not very good. And if Chronicles is bad, then Chronicles draft pick is worse, right? And right now, that's all we got. That's all I got, at least, that I can go off of, that I can buy. Other than Immaculate, I think they just released Immaculate Draft, which is interesting. But yeah, I agree. If you don't mind, can you show everybody the DeAndre? Oh, so Keelan, so I showed it in one of the other mail days or something. Y'all check this out. DeAndre Hopkins, rookie patch auto. I did a trade with my man Keelan. This card is gorgeous. It's got a lot of man, this thing is just it's really nice. It should grade really well. So we did a trade on this one. I got his package heading his way. We did a blind trade where he's like, "Yo, man, this is what I like. I'm sending this to you. You send me back something." And that's that. That's this package here. That's this one here. So this one's full of all kinds of stuff that I got to send out. That's going out tomorrow. So appreciate that, Keelan. Thank you so much, man. That's I mean, you were not kidding. This thing is gonna grade really nice. And I need to do a grade, send out grades for some autographs and some patch autographs and some patch cards that I have that I want to send off to get graded. That being one of them. I have another one here that is where is it? I have it around here somewhere. That's not it either. Anyway, I have a piece of the Millennium Falcon from one of the Star Wars movies that my brother gave me with Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac's autograph on it. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, so Juice Man, I'm with you. There's a lot of that's. I mean, I picked up a mega box and I picked up a mega box and a blaster box today of Chronicles Draft. It's plentiful right now at the stores if you want to pick some up. And I'm with you on the college jersey thing. But Jalen Green wasn't in college; he was in the G League, so I think he went straight to the G League. So there's really no college jersey there. However, it's not a pro jersey, right? So Şengün is going to be in his Turkish jersey, but it's like I think they blanked it out or something. But there's only there's maybe like 2 or 3 autograph Şengün stuff, so it's like kind of is what it is, right? But yeah, see, Eric knows what's up. Eric knows what's up. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Matt Prime, 62 cards at HGA. Order is scheduled to arrive on Tuesday via UPS. 87 business days. Holy shit, man. What was your I think Baltimore just put it out of reach. Oh no, we're still in this thing. Hold on now. Boop. What were you supposed to be, Matt? Was it 60? Did you pay for the 60 day? Don't buy new shit, he says. So why you say don't buy new shit, Rick? What am I supposed to do? I'm a big fan of this new kid that they got, Jalen Green. I'm a big fan of Alperen Şengün. I'm a big fan of Josh Christopher. Some of the other kids that are coming out. Kaminga's pretty good. I like. There's a handful of kids that I really like out of this draft class. So I'm going to keep buying the new shit because this is all. That's where the new shit comes from. So Matt said he paid for a 60 business day, got an 87 business day. Oof. That's tough. Oh, Baltimore takes it. Baltimore takes it. That's it. Game over. They put it out of reach. Game over. That was a good game. Got a refund from HGA when my submissions were late. They refunded all the money for 5 different subs I did. Wow. I'm telling you, man, HGA is really out there to try to make, you know, be a good company and do good business, which I'm all for. I think they were late on a lot of orders. I haven't submitted anything with them recently. Here's what I will tell y'all about HGA. So I cracked the card out of an HGA case the other day. I think it was my which one was it? It was one of these cards. I think it was the Anthony Edwards. So I had this card, got an Anthony Edwards. It got a 9, which I didn't really agree with. I thought it was better than a 9. But I cracked it out of the I cracked it out of their case. That was the hardest time I had cracking a case was an HGA slab. Those things are built like tanks. And I think what's happening is the reason why it was so hard is because the case wouldn't crack. It was bending, but it wouldn't crack. It wouldn't give way. And I think that's what attributes to some of the bowing issues that they had too. So, you know, it's just kind of a weird thing. But it was hard to get that card out of there. And a couple of times I was like, I got to stop because I'm going to damage this card. It wasn't what it needed, what I needed to do. HGA is a month behind. The COVID excuse is getting old. Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's kind of one of those things, right? Is it an excuse or is it what's going on? I mean, because if you get a case, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some of those places where they do the grading. I mean, there's like 50 people like packed into one room, right? Or, you know, so you get one case of COVID in there, one positive case of COVID, you're kind of screwed, right? Because you kind of got to shut down everything. You got to move people around. You got to, it's not easy, man. Dave, as far as everyone else's business slow this last couple of weeks. I've heard from a couple of my friends, but that are business owners, but this is their slow time. You know, this is their slow season. So, I'm gonna say yes, but they haven't. It's nothing out of the norm. It was anticipated. HGA grading is not very good. I got HGA 9.5s on all 75 cards I graded. What? So you sent in 75 cards and all of them came back 9.5s? All of them came back 9.5s. That's funny. That's funny because my kids have colored all over their walls too, and it drives me absolutely nuts. Sam, you sent 75 cards. Look at Rick. Come on, man. All of them came back 9.5s, no 10s. I mean, that's crazy, man. Like, I understand holding a 10 to a high, to a high standard. But you send 75 cards and none of them come back 10s. All of them came back 9.5s. All of them. Come on, man. That's insane. My man Rick. Come on, Rick. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what to say to you anymore, Rick. I don't know. That's going to be Rick's excuse for everything. They're on drugs. They're on drugs. They're all on crack. Oh, man. That's funny. A 100% 9.5 rate on 75 cards. That's tough, man. That is tough. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm telling you, man. That's tough. I would be discouraged if that was the case. Anyone get gold label SGC slabs? I think they should fancy that up a bit more and be held if they're to be held in high regard. I think they just recently did. Didn't they recently redesign the gold label? If I'm not mistaken, I think they did. SGC rating. I think they did recently, and not too long ago. We're talking maybe a couple weeks ago. Good fella. Come on, come on. They recently redesigned it. I know they did. I could have sworn they just redesigned it. GC. I could have sworn they redesigned it. See, originally it was just like a little gold border. Like instead of the black border, it's a gold border. Like that's how it was before. But I think they recently changed it to be like to where the whole slab or the whole label is gold, like Willy Wonka golden ticket status. And I remember them posting it on their website or on their Instagram. But no, that's not it. I could have sworn. Am I crazy? I could have sworn they did that recently. A Rocket Man. Oh man, that's funny. I sold most of my HGA slab 9.5s for less than a good raw card. Oh my god, Rick, that's hilarious. I only smoke pot. I don't use drugs or alcohol. Oh man. Rick's hilarious. Hey Rick, give me your top 5 players of all time. Basketball. Top 5, go. I'm curious. You guys are crazy. You guys are going on. This five wears off too quick in his junk, and I have my med card. Oh man, that's too funny. Let's see. SGA network period. HGA slabs are gaudy. Eric, there's a few of them that are pretty bad. I think I did a video on those a while back. There's some of them that are pretty bad. The problem is that what HGA was doing was allowing people to have like input on the designs. And let's face it, not all of us have the same taste when it comes to aesthetics. And some people were designing some pretty funky labels. I don't know. It's just weird. SGC labels need a QR code and some work, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I like about their label is that it's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic label. There's not really much to it. Like I said, I would like to see. I mean, I'd like to see a little redesign, but no, I'm not too. I'll tell you who needs a redesign. It's freaking PSA. That hospital wristband label it's doing nothing for him. Let me see. Where did Rick put a? I asked Rick for his top 5. And he says Jordan and Zion. Oh man. Oh, here we go. There's his top 5. Jordan, and Jordan. Oh man, I guarantee my man Rick's high as a kite right now. Good shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. I'm gonna wrap this thing up because I need Rick to go to sleep. Rick, you need some sleep, brother. You need some sleep. Hold on, we got some people that threw in their top fives here. Let's see where we at. Sam says Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Akeem, and Akeem Olajuwon. Okay, the last two were Olajuwon. I can dig that, Sam. I like that. I like that. Eric says Wilt, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, and Curry. I like that. Not too fond of LeBron myself, but I can see where people would definitely put them in their top five. That's a solid top five. You know the problem I have with with putting guys like Wilt and Irving and stuff like that, and man, those guys were just playing in a different league, man. I mean, they were playing against you know grocery stock boys. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy. The competition these days and the money that they're paying these kids is just through the roof. So I don't know. I feel like the competition is so much more. That's why it's really kind of weird whenever people start comparing, generations and stuff like that. The whole debate about LeBron and Jordan. I mean, even though I like to indulge in it from time to time, it's kind of pointless. It's just we're really talking about two totally different games that they were playing. It's not even the same. It's not even the same game that they weren't even playing the same game. Forget the level of competition. Just the game that they were playing was completely different. That's why somebody said that I was reading somewhere. One of those broadcasters said that if Jordan was playing in this era, that he would be averaging 35 points a game, without a doubt. And I agree. I totally agree. David Spar says Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Durant, and Curry. That seems to be a pretty popular top five. Wilt change the game. So look, Bill Russell, Jordan, Magic, LeBron, and Kobe. Bill Russell, that's a good one. Robert Horry is underrated. Ooh, Bowman, don't get me started on that, man. That's my guy. Big Shot Bob. That's my guy. I love Big Shot Bob. I got somebody sent me a Big Shot Bob rookie, like a legit one. It was really nice. I gotta find where it's at, but it's good stuff. So my top five goes Jordan, Hakeem, Kobe, LeBron. Even though I don't like him, he's still. I mean, he's just he changed. You want to talk about somebody who changed the game? I mean, he changed the game, and he changed it in a way that I didn't like. And then Curry, um, Curry didn't change the game. Curry made people change the way they played it, and I don't know, man. Every time that guy throws the ball up in the air, it's just, I mean, it's going in. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that's my top five: Jordan, Hakeem, Kobe, LeBron, and Curry. That's my Mount. Is it Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore is 5, right? Mount Rushmore is 5, right? Or is it 4? Mount Rushmore is 4. Okay. Well, if my Mount Rushmore is 4, if I had to do a Mount Rushmore, then I'm saying that I'm dropping LeBron and I'm throwing Curry in there, just because actually I could probably go that route, right? I can go Kobe. I mean, I can go Jordan, Hakeem, Kobe, Curry, and then LeBron. And then if I had to only pick Mount Rushmore, it'd be everybody but LeBron. I don't like LeBron, Rick. I don't like him. He's a crybaby. I don't like he started this whole super team era. I don't like what he's done to I don't like the way that they make calls for him. They baby him. I don't like the way that he was like anointed like this, I don't know. I just don't like the way that the league handled him, and I understand why they did it the way they did it, but the whole 1 hour long special that he did to basically like spit in the face of everybody in Cleveland. I don't know. I've never liked the way he's handled himself on the court and the way he's done things in a basketball sense. I've just never liked him. Um, and then like this whole thing that's coming up right now, which I think is hilarious. This whole thing about um, how he's speaking out about like all this social injustice and all these things, but then like he's getting like fat checks from Nike, who's like from Nike and from Chinese investors that are like pretty much practicing genocide on the other side of the world. It's hilarious. But anyway, I just don't like him. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan. um and I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like how he's trying to be like he tries to be like Jordan so bad. He wants to be like Jordan so bad. He wants to be loved and revered the way that Jordan is loved and revered, and he'll never be there because he'll never be Jordan, who was in it for the competition, who had who was a leader, who drove people to be better. He'll never be that. So anyway, that's why I don't like LeBron James. All right. So Todd, I'm an 80s baby, so I never got to see him play. I never got to see him play. Peak Jordan was, 90, 92, 93, 94. I was 7, 8, 9, 10. I was 10, 11, 12 when my Rockets won their championships. So for me, that's my era of basketball. Things like that. So that's kind of why you don't hear me talking too much about like the late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, early 80s. That's not my generation of basketball. Smush Parker, get out of here, bro. Do you even know who Smush Parker is? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Let me show y'all who Smush Parker. I can't believe this dude says Smush Parker. That's hilarious. Oh man. That's hilarious. You guys go Google Smush Parker and you'll know why that's hilarious. Oh, and Big Country Bryant Reeves, man. This dude knows his 90s basketball. Shouty knows his 90s basketball. The unknowns and unpopular. Muggsy Bogues is not unpopular, but Kwame Brown, Jesus, man. Didn't Jordan ruin his career? I think he did, right? Yeah, that's what the Wizards. Yeah, they drafted him. Jordan drafted him and was like he was going to be the next coming of Jesus, and then he just Kwame Brown. That's hilarious, man. You guys are the best. All right, I'm for real gonna lock this up, shut this down, and get going. So, man, again, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a couple hours. Really, like I said, I was kind of stress testing this new setup with the new camera. Shout out to my brother, who hooked me up with the camera and the lights and all that good stuff. Everything that's here. I'm gonna be recording on this new setup. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do back there. Like I said, I have friends who are very, very talented carpenters, who are gonna help me figure out what I'm gonna do here. But if you haven't already, hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bells, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram at Retro Hoop Breaks. I'll put go back and check some of my other videos. Look at the links in the description. There's a link to the Facebook group, where a lot of people post a lot of cool stuff there. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more active there. What else? That's it. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had spent time with your families. I got to hang out with mine, and it was great. Got to hang out with my kids and stuff, so that was dope. Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys Monday, I'm doing another video Monday. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. The video that's coming out Monday is a box break video of my Chronicles draft picks. And then after that, we're gonna do some other stuff. I'm gonna go read this blog post, and then I'm probably gonna do a video on that. And then, of course, we have the update video on Wednesday. If you're new to the channel, you don't really know a whole lot about the schedule. I usually try to drop at least 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then if something crazy pops up during the week, I may just post every week. It's kind of how it gets down. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for hanging out, keeping the chat lit up as always, and just interacting. You guys are the best. So I'll catch you guys next week on the videos, and then I'll probably do another live on Sunday. But until then, I love y'all. Peace.